Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update this channel daily. If you like this watch, see it and purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing the 2018 model year novelty, Patek Philippe Calatrava Pilot Travel Time 5524R, for the first time Patek Philippe's Aviator's watch in rose gold. Launched at Basel 2015 in white gold, and now available in a warmer rose gold bordering on red gold. The timepiece has a handsome appearance on almost any skin tone, and I have to say it blends in nicely. While I liked the original, this timepiece has an undeniably distinct character. It's more of a Miami Beach, Sunset Strip, French Riviera, Italian Riviera watch than the New York, Chicago, London persona of the 5524G. It's the same size though, 42 millimeters in diameter, not counting the crown or the travel time adjusters. It's slimmer than you expect at 11.1 millimeters thick, and lug to lug, not oversized, not traditionally sized, but 50.5 millimeters means it's remarkably compact considering the pilot's watch genre, and it'll keep you in the running to wear this watch even if your wrist is as small as 14 centimeters circumference. The spacing between the lugs is a modern 21 millimeters, so it has a broad and contemporary footing or stance on the wrist. The strap is robust and nicely executed. Historically evocative, medium brown calf skin with a contrasting stitch. You'll note a sheer edge that shows you the layers of construction. There's a cross-hatched stitching pattern just before the aviation-inspired Clevis-style rose gold pin buckle. So even this has been thoughtfully appointed, and of course in matching rose gold, it corresponds perfectly to the tone of the case. Let's get a little bit closer, afford ourselves some more light, enjoy that case at close range. You will note all of high polish. It has a few strong defining lines, including the junction between lug and case, as well as the step back of the bezel from the lip of the case to create a little bit of a setback and reduce the appearance of a sheer case. It's not a thick watch, but all in high polish, it could have overwhelmed without that thoughtful visual wiggle. The crowns themselves, which are used to actuate the travel time system, feature a quarter turn action. So 1/4 turn and they lock, you can't push them, and then 1/4 turn and you unlock them, and all of a sudden you can use the travel time adjustment system. Note how you can hide that travel time hour when you don't need it. You can actually move the system back or forward, and you'll note not only can you hide that second hand when you don't need it, but watch the date. It is a radial date at 6 o'clock. You can jump that date forward or backwards as you travel across the international date line. This dial is nothing if not thoughtfully developed and richly appointed. How thoughtfully? Well, consider this. There's a counterweighted and skeletonized lollipop-style seconds hand that pops with its lacquer finish on top of a gradient brown bronze dial, and it is a gradient. It's lighter at its root, much like a nautilus is lighter at the center and then grows almost black at its periphery. This watch has the same treatment, and at the blackened periphery you have a white on black railroad-style minutes and seconds track. There's even a little bit of a railroad-style double ring to the foy hand indicated radial date. Home and local times indicated to show you where and when it is day and where and when it is night. You have that AM PM indicator so you can tell with ease. Now the timepiece does have gigantic rose gold cathedral style hands, and that's a wonderful vintage inspired touch, as this hand style is endemic to aviator watches from the mid-20th century. But also note that each one of the gold numerals is an applique and richly loomed, so this watch has a thermonuclear loom shot at night. Jump out, turn it over, and you can see the caliber, 324. What sets this one apart isn't so much its function. We've seen this travel time functionality before. It's the fact that the watch has 60-meter water resistance. So a standard Calatrava will have 30. On a water-resistant band, and you can see this uses tool-free pull-tab spring bars for release, but on a water-resistant band such as rubber or textile, you will be able to swim with this watch. So the 60-meter water resistance, perhaps targeted, though Patek won't admit it, at the standard established by IWC's 6 ATM pilot style style watches. Now let's talk about the movement for which you've paid. It is a 35 to 55 or 45 hour power reserve, so 35 to 45 hour. It beats away at 4 Hz gyromax style free-sprung balance adjusted in 6 positions, anti-magnetic silicon hairspring. The advantage of the gyromax is that it can take and hold that precise regulation in 6 positions. It makes it more impact resistant, and it helps the watch earn a guaranteed timing rating of no worse than -3 + 2 seconds per day, courtesy of the Patek Philippe Shield and the Siloxy silicon hairspring, that is Patek's nomenclature for silicon. It's a unidirectional winder for efficiency, and there are ceramic rotor bearings at center operating unlubricated for long-wearing durability. There's a micro perlage in spiral fashion over the center of the rotor, a macro or large engine-turning perlage on the base plate. You'll note that even the click spring and intermediate wheel next to the winder has been engine-turned. Linear Cote de Genève laid down by a abrasive wheel across the bridges and perfectly aligned, mirrored on glass. You can see that mirrored chamfering on the edge of every bridge. All screw heads black polished, circular Cote de Genève on the Calatrava cross engraved winding wheel. You get a watch that is equally beautiful on both sides, with a warmth, humanity, and emotional pull that perhaps the white gold did not have. See it and make it yours on the watch box. Patek Philippe Calatrava Pilot Travel Time. See it on the watch box.